Hey guys, welcome back to another episode here on our Let's Play world. So, this is episode 7. It's kind of amazing to me that we've come this far already. So, on today's episode, like we said at the end of last week's, we are going to head to the Nether and push to try and get ourselves a fortress, some Nether wart, and see if we can't get George over there healed up. As well, I'd like to get ourselves some blaze rods as well so that we can make some Eyes of Ender and maybe go exploring for the fortress sometime either in this episode or the next. Yeah, so that's our plan. Let's get to it. So now that we're here, the first thing that we're going to do, build ourselves up a little gas protection area. No, it's not pretty, but we can work on pretty later when we eventually build ourselves a Nether hub. For now, I just want safe. Well, guys, look what we see there. Nice, big fortress. So we just have to get over there. So that should be a nice, easy tower out over lava, right? Unless we want to cross through the Soul Sand Valley there, but I think we'll just go straight over to there and then make our way. Probably be the easiest thing to do. So guys, after we made it to the fortress, we decided to start exploring to try and get ourselves some nether wart. We placed a whole bunch of safety bars, as that is how I explore. As you saw there, we just got ourselves some nether wart, killed a few wither skeletons, placed lots of more safety bars, came across a couple more chests, before eventually finding ourselves in a fight with Blaze, which I'm a terrible shot, and so he just despawned. As we continued to explore, we got lucky, and we found ourselves an area with not one, but 2 Blaze spawners. Yep. So double Blaze spawner in our future. Just make sure that the second one can't shoot us if it activates. Now, once we had our safety area set up, we decided to fight ourselves some blaze. And so we kept going until we got 18 blaze rods before finally deciding to call it quits and make our way home. And are you serious? What do we have, a makeshift obsidian farm? Well, once again, I'm not leaving this one. I'll keep taking the obsidian. Eventually we'll want portals on the roof. Seriously. I don't get it. Like, I understand the first time. Because maybe the gravel caused a weird block update and desynced the portal. But when we went through our portal again, that should have fixed that problem. The word there is should have, right? But here we are, breaking a second portal from this place. And it's not like it's close to our other portal, like it's a decent ways away. Yeah, I don't know. We'll mark this out with a bit of cobble. Maybe we can try and do something about it later. I definitely need to do some research on portal desync and portal synchronization again. Not exactly a topic that I am well versed in, so definitely have to look that up. But hey, successful trip to the Nether, although we do come out in a different place every single time. But we got our nether wart, and we can get our brewing, because we got 18 blaze rods as well, which is fantastic. And ooh, spooky. we got ourselves a wither skeleton skull, which I really wasn't expecting to get today. But we got to do that sometime in the future and get ourselves a beacon. So, hey, why not start now? So yeah, let's get a little brewing stand set up and get Jarge a drink. Well, Jarge, bye. The kettle is all boiled, and we got you a cup of tea here. So come on in, bye. Have a drink. Oh, bye. You got the shivers. You've been outside so long. You must be cold, bye. Come on. We'll let you inside now in a minute when you get all done with your shivering. Can't let you in like that, bye. You might have a cold or something, see, and I don't want to catch it. So, while George is over there healing up, I guess it's time for us to start preparing for the next part of this week's episode. So, I really need to get a grind on and do quite a bit of mining, get a lot of iron, because I want to get the sorting done over at our Skelly farm, and that's gonna involve a lot of hoppers. So I don't know if we'll fully get that put out today for this week's episode. However, I will at the very least talk through basically what our plan is when we get there. Ooh. George must be over his shakes. Wanted to stay in the area a little bit while we waited for him, and I figured it was a good time to collect some resources and work on our shed that we said we were going to build around our portal. And I mean, it might be our going to the Nether portal. We're probably going to have to make another one over there for our coming home from the Nether portal. Or I mean, sorry, our obsidian farm. So for a job for George, who is looking much, much healthier, I think we're going to try and make him into a librarian, which could be fun given we've got 4 other job blocks, 7 other job blocks right here. And we are definitely going to have to move him into our house. So maybe if we can convince him to come up to the attic, convince being the operative word, we'll lock him in up here and give him a lectern, and we'll try and get mending from him. I think that's the big one that we want and need. So it's getting towards nighttime, so if I release him from the boat... Oh, you... Really, Jarge? He wants to be a fisherman. Little cliche there, Jarge. Okay, well fine. You are... Now that you're in the house, you are never getting out of the house. So, have fun with that. Nope. No, Jarge. No bite. No bite. No bite. Go upstairs. Go upstairs. Be a good fisherman. Go upstairs. I'll break your barrel. That's right by. But there's plenty more barrels up here, Jarge. You don't have to fret about it. And look. Jarge? Yeah, I know it's rough, bye. I know it's rough, but you gotta stay upstairs, Jarge, bye. I know it's tempting to move downstairs, but your home is up here now, Jarge. Come on. George, bye. Get off the stairs. Thanks. There you go. Now, was that so difficult? If you listens, there's no being stuck on the stairs, see? Right. Oh, you're gonna shove me because I shove you now. Otherwise, spiteful. Well, guys, we got George, and we got him a job. He is giving us mending for 1 emerald. Unfortunately, he doesn't have a trade for us to get emeralds, so we're gonna have to go for a bit of a walk to the nearest village and maybe make a Fletcher and trade a bunch of sticks to get more emeralds, and hopefully he'll have something for us once we level him up a little bit. Or maybe we'll get lucky and we'll come across another zombie villager in the area on one of the evenings. And yes, you're very happy with yourself, aren't you, spinning around? George. But yeah, so now that we've got that sorted for George and his job, let's get onwards with working on the Skelly farm again. So we're here at our skeleton farm, and we don't have nearly, I put them over here, the hoppers that we're going to need yet. We do have some more iron to make the rest, and I'm really trying to get ourselves a Silk Touch pickaxe so that we can go mine some ice, because that'll help the sorting go along a little bit quicker. No. Ah. You're not allowed to blow up here. That's too bad. We were so close to our other villager. Hey guys, so we had a bit of time, so I decided we'll get our little shed out of the way now, while we're waiting to get the rest of our resources. Well guys, while working on the redstone and skeleton farm and getting our few levels, we managed to get ourselves a very nice Silk Touch pick. And so we're here gathering some ice. The worst part about this is I don't know where there's an actual ice biome, so I just had to build my temporary manual ice farm up here on the hills. And we need 9 of these for 1 packed ice. So for the amount that we want, we're going to be here a little bit, but that's fine because, hey, we got ice. So we're here again at the skeleton farm, and I think we finally have everything finished. So I'll give you guys a quick run through of how it works. As you can see, I've put in some tinted glass so we can watch the whole life cycle from the skeleton spawning in and dropping down the hole. I do plan on changing the blocks around the room to these bone blocks to make the view a little bit prettier. And you can see after a couple seconds, they shoot up through here. I still have to replace the bottom line there in ice, but I'll do that after. So when we kill them, their drops go into the hopper and then get droppered out here. We have this extremely slowed down so that way when we get bows and that kind of thing with looting, that they don't break the sorter. So we have a standard impulse SV item sorter here, collecting the items and dropping everything off. Because we're running it across ice, there is a chance that items can flood right into the second one as well, so it's not perfect. And I may have to make some kind of filter later on for bones, but the goal is that we never let this thing actually overflow, because a bone or an arrow coming into the later part of the filter, which I need to go this way for, will break it. So this here is Ilmango's armor sorter. So what happens is the items come into this dispenser here, and an armor stand gets dispensed from here. So the armor stand gets dispensed, the item then tries to be dispensed onto the armor stand. You can't dispense bows onto armor stands, and so that will instantly be picked up by the minecart and then get sent through. This hopper here will remain locked, and bow will go into this dropper, get dropped into another water stream there, and there's a bubble vader behind that wall, bringing it back over to the item, to the hoppers to go into the chest for the bow storage. If it's a piece of armor, it'll get dispensed onto the armor stand. This dispenser will break the armor stand, and the armor stand actually drops first. So because the armor stand drops first, it's able to go into this item hopper, and the armor stands get cycled through. And the piece of armor ends up going into this dropper as well, but because the armor stand went through first, this dropper won't fire in time, and the item will come out, because the dropper will actually fire before the piece of armor gets into it. And then that will make its way over to this dropper vader here, into the storage chests, which are just behind. So yeah, it's all finished. I will have a link to Impulse's item sorter as well as Ilmango's in the description below. It's kind of incredible to me, and I know I've seen it on Impulse's recent videos how he thinks it's kind of incredible that after all these years, that is still one of the main sorters, because it's just so reliable. And honestly, it's surprisingly simple. So yeah, like I said, we still have a little bit of work to do in replacing the line down there with ice, as well as changing out the room for bone block, because I think that'll just be a little bit nicer and looking through the window. But as you can see, we also need to come up with something to do on our ceiling for a kind of design. And as I've said before, designs aren't my strong suit. So I'll be replacing here with stairs at the very least, so that it covers up the back a little bit more and just makes the place look a little bit cleaner. But maybe leave me some ideas for roofs in the comments below. I'd love to know what you guys think would go well. And once again, I'd like to try and implement some ideas from you all. So that's all the time we have for this week's episode. And unfortunately, we're experiencing some issues with power and things of the like. And so I've really am running out of time to get this episode done and out to you guys. So like this video if you did, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next episode.